So I used an Arceuus library teleport. I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna collect books for them. Alright, so I need to find Speech of King Byrne the First on occasion of his coronation. Okay. I'm gonna talk to this person. I'm gonna talk to this person, see what book they need. This person said, shh. I'm gonna say, tell me about the library. Shh. Do you help people find books? Shh. What is wrong with you? Shh. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try to find the books for them, because every book you find, you get 2.5% Arceuus favor, which is located over here. I currently have 0 Arceuus favor. I need 20% Arceuus favor in order to start the Ascent of Arceuus quest. So I'm just going to randomly search these bookcases until I find a book. Similar to the Depths of Despair quest. You could check to see if you find anything useful by clicking game down here. Yeah. So I'm just going to run around and look through all these books. This is kind of fun, to be honest. Like, there are a lot of like other games to play, but I feel like searching for books is way more fun. Alright, so I found the Ideology of Darkness by Philiphair. You take a copy. Obviously the books are all in random positions. Here's the first book I found, Ideology of Darkness. So if I read it, it says whatever. I think it's kind of cool how like you could kind of just run around and just like read random shit. And like the person's like, yeah, bro, like, I mean, obviously what that dude read was bullshit, but obviously it's better because he paid for it. I'm like, you're right. He did pay for it. I mean, he's not better at the job than I am, but he did pay for it. I'm actually glad not to be involved in that, because essentially that was like working. Like, that was like when I used to drive my friends to high school for 2 years, and that is like the equivalent of essentially me driving them to school, and then every single day they weren't at their house and they were at a random location, and I would tell their parents every day. I'd be like, why aren't you guys at your actual house? I'm trying to drive you to school. And they would essentially be like the parents would be like, oh, like, I'll tell it, like, whatever. Like, they would just yell at me. I'd be like, alright, like, I'm just trying to drive them to school. Like, I need to do it. And they're like, school's bullshit. Like, you don't need to do that. So then, like, I build, like, a GPS that finds out exactly where they are. And then their parents are like, they're like, don't use a fucking GPS. It's like, okay. But I have to, like, drive them to school. And then, like, I find them anyway. And, like, with the GPS, and then they're like, oh, like, you're not supposed to, like, they act like they don't know me. So it's like, oh, it's like, okay, well, yeah, I found you guys. It's like, yeah, well, and then they just leave. And then I'm like, my car is literally here though, and like you had to go to school, and that was like my job. And then let's talk to this wizard right here. Looks like he's like reading some documents. Let me examine the wizard. He's chilling. A researcher from the wizard's tower. Looks like he's studying VR right now. Alright, let me examine this dark wizard. A practicer of the dark arts. I feel like the Ascent of Arceuus was basically talking to Slayer Music 1 and saying, like, why don't you draw, like, the blue dudes and make them look cool? Like, they drew, like, a really cool tower. Like, why don't you, like, put, like, the cool gems in, like, the video or something like that? Speech of King Byrne. No, not yet. Let's talk to Orpheus. Alright, so I think Galana needs something. Could you remind me in that book? Try the top floor, Northwestern Bay. Okay. Did he say the top floor? So I'm going to find the book for this person so that I can get Arceus House favor. I'll give her the book and then I'll get 2.5%. So you have to find approximately 8 books in order to get 20% house favor for Arceus to do the Ascent of Arceus quest. So you just have to randomly search these bookcases. Alright, so I found Census of King Rada III by Matthias Vorseth here. This book is right here. Rada's Census. I don't think that's what he said he needs. I don't remember though. I know the other one was Ideology of Darkness or something. I love back in the day, in my college, they were basically, let me talk to Biblia. I have much typing to do, so please be brief. I'm looking for a book. Try the middle floor, Southwestern Bay. Thank you. Okay. So basically, in the library, they were like, it's like, oh, like, what are your thoughts on like forced vaccinations? Which is super odd because of like COVID. It was just like people that like I knew. And I was sitting there and I was like, I mean, I didn't invite them to like a house party at all. But like, I don't know. I didn't really decide when the house party started, so they were just random. Sometimes I accidentally search a bookcase twice. Okay, so I found the Ideology of Darkness, which is what the person on the first floor requested. Alright, so I'm going to talk to Villia and give him the Ideology of Darkness. No. Alright, so I collected Ideology of Darkness book by searching these shelves, and I'm going to go and return to the wizard over here. You have to read the book first before you speak to the person, otherwise it doesn't count. Okay, so the person who tells you about it is actually the person who signed it. Alright, so this person changed locations. So I'm going to go talk to Bibli again. They move all the way around. I'm looking for a book. Middle floor, Southwestern Bay. Wow. The gems look pretty cool. Alright, so I found theory of transvergence. Right here. Okay, I found an Ideology of Darkness again. I think like the purple stained glass in here looks cool too. Alright, so I found the Speech of King Byrne right here in the southwest on the middle floor. I assume all the positions change randomly. So I'm going to give Villia. Okay, so I got 2.5 Arceuus favor for returning this book. So now I'm going to speak with them again. They have nothing else to say. So now I'm going to go speak with Horfus. Excuse me, I do not believe we have any business. Alright, so now I'm going to speak with Galana. So you speak with Villia, you speak with Galana on the first floor, and you get them books. Top floor, Northwestern Bay. So annoying. Literally just like all these mages, like I just ignore like all of them for no reason. So before I was listening to my friend's stream and he was talking about how Chris Pratt is Mario, and then he's like, oh, he can't even do like the Mario voice. He's like, it's me, Mario. And I was like, I can't do Mario voices either. I don't think anybody can do Mario voices. I think that's the point. So I think my Oblivion Infinite Potions glitch, my mistake was essentially that I needed to let like the arrow shoot for a bit. And then all of the potions would fall out. I can't find this book here. Maybe it's northwest, right? Yeah, northwest. Pretty sure I searched here already. I refuse to apply to jobs. Can you search these things? No. They're like, alright, but like, would you would you fly? It's like, what? It's like, yeah, well, would you fly? It's like, what? Okay, I got the envoy of Arlamore. So I'm gonna go bring this back to Villia. I just need to find 8 books in total. This is obviously the fastest way to get 100%. You only need 40 total books to get 100% Arceuus favor. Am I on the first floor? Alright, so I'm going to talk to Galana and give her this book, where I can find the Accord. So this is the Accorder here, the envoy to Varlamore. Oh my god. I'm gonna put the roofs back on the houses. There we go. The roofs are back on. I checked the box. You still can't see the roof though. I have so much chatting, so please be brief. What do you do here? I assist Lagosia. Oh, thanks. The northwest. I thought that was the Accord. Alright, northwest, topmost floor. Try this person. Nope, this isn't part of the library over there. That would be like a little... This makes me want to play Arc the Lad a bit. Like. I found a cool comic on Twitter before. And he's talking about like summoning like a demon goat. And I feel like this is Envoy to Varlamore. That's what I already had. It's not the Accord. Fuck you, Biblia. So I already searched over here, but let's try this out. Yeah, this book is definitely not in the northwest. Maybe it's like over here. I love how like they're just like auditing if like all of their clicks work everywhere. It's like, can you prove that everything in the game is clickable? Right, this is northwest, but I'm just gonna do northeast. I love how I did this, like, Diary of Stella and Victor. I love how I did this, like, I don't know, like 80 times. I mean, like 1,000 times. I can't possibly compete with. Let me talk to Arceuus. Top floor, northwest. Maybe this is the northwestern bay. This dude's probably like only makes quest videos. That's the Tower of Magic. Hope I have all the rest of the books I need. So you can't deposit these books in your bank. You have to drop them. I feel like crafting my own. I'll invite to again. I feel like crafting my own, like, guided RuneScape would be hilarious. Just like set up like quests like this. I love how they're like, will he just like look in the wrong area as opposed to like the semi-sus area? And follow directions. It's like that's the same as not remembering, right? It's like, What kind of knowledge will you learn? Magic. You found the tragedy of Tristessa. I have like a lot of RuneScape lore. I feel like I want to read the Silent Hill 3 scene in the library and like scene or stream like 10 or 11 where what's his name? It's like Leo or some shit. Yeah, this person's lying. The book's definitely like right here. Alright, so I collected Ideology of Darkness, Richter's Diary 7, Winter Parable, Transvergence, Justera's Tragedy, Varlamore Envoy, and Rata Census. I got 10 books that I didn't mean to get. Apparently, it's possible to screen workers for like physical jogging, and also just give them stuff to do, and like actually like complete like requests. Did you say northeastern? I think it would be fun to do Oblivion instead right now. I was just way better at Morrowind and like FF7. My library actually has VHSs to rent. And smells like, I don't know, just like massive cardboard boxes. Like you're like inside of a cardboard box. It's not the Accords again. And they moved where the Envoy is. Wasn't it like the Envoy here? "44 minutes of book searching." I guess I could expand like my search area. Where's Baba Yaga's house? I had like so much food in my freezer too. So annoying. I found Rada's journey again. Hey, I definitely searched here already. Right now I'm like itchy, scratchy. I feel like this game is basically like saying like fuck you Nintendo and your Game Boys. Did I find something there? Funny, when I was staying up all night, it was basically like I fell asleep from like 1 to 2, and then I woke up to like AO2 streamers. They're basically like, I'm convinced that like Lyric is actually Excalisaur's, but from like the past. Like I just pretend Lyric is actually just Excalisaur's. Envoy. Oh, so I had to go to the historical archive. Alright, so I'm gonna go travel with Arceuus to the historical archive. To find the book, because they moved it over here. Chronicles of Zarek, Winter's End, Great Expedition, Ashesian State, Armed Forces Report. Oh, read the timeline. That's pretty cool looking. This is boss as shit. Mean with her, like, yes. Don't touch that. Why not? Oh, okay. Okay. I give up here.